Swifty Blue. Chito Ranas? Is this beef real? What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Well, as we know, the other day, Swifty Blue got arrested. Something happened at a gas station. There was an argument. There was some youngsters that were disrespecting Swifty's hood. Swifty was in a car. The camera pans away. You hear something break. Then the camera pans back to the kid, and he's Mexican, and he's using the N-word, and it was a confusing ass thing. I ain't gonna lie, man. I might be too old for this stuff, man, because it was pretty confusing. But anyways, next thing you know, Swifty's in some shorts and a shirt near a high school being arrested. That's what we know. That's pretty much as in-depth as I can get with you. And Hood Media. It's that audio vlog. Whatever. And then all the vlogs came out, the vloggers came out, and it was, he pulled up with a strap to the high school. Well, he went to the, he got busted. I don't know if he made it to the county. I don't know what happened. I saw somebody saying that he had $3,000 bail, couldn't post bail, and people were laughing about it. And you know what? Listen, I've clowned Swifty a lot. I have, I clown. I'll bullshit. I'll talk shit. But when I'm doing that, Holmes, at the end of the day, at the end of every single day, at the end of every episode, I really am rooting for my raza. I am. I want them to win. So when I'm talking shit, it's never from the point where I'm saying, fuck you. It's to the point where I'm saying, take a look at what you're doing, man. Get better. Tighten it up. And this is another one of those videos. Yesterday, one of my subscribers, shout out to Anthony. Anthony's always keeping me up. Anthony shot me a video through TikTok of Swifty Blue out. He's back out. He's doing his thing. It's Thug Dizzle, apparently. But in the video, again, Swifty Blue. Swifty just got out. And he's already making a TikTok. And in the TikTok, he says something along the lines of this. Hey, Chito, I'm about to go and visit Jalisco's mom. Why don't you pull up and see if you're welcome? I think that's a low blow. I'm sure, maybe, I can't say I'm sure. I'm thinking maybe this. Maybe Chito, excuse me, maybe Swifty felt like this. That when Chito got out of jail, Swifty swooped him up. Swifty put him, and if you guys remember, Chito shouted out Swifty and said Swifty introduced him to people down here and made him comfortable and basically helped him establish down here. So Swifty was probably thinking like, look, yeah, me and Chito, we're not really seeing eye to eye right now, but I'm down. I'm busted, and I know damn well Chito ain't gonna forget. And he's probably feeling like Chito did forget him and was like, fuck you. We don't know this to be fact. I'm just speculating from a distance, from afar, right? And if I just try to put things together, like, why would you go there, Swifty, when you know that's a really soft spot? That's a sore spot for Chito. We saw Chito cry for Jalisco. That's his brother. That was his dog, right? So for Swifty to get out of jail, and the first thing he wants to talk about is, hey, I'm pulling up at Jalisco's mom's. You ain't welcome there, is the insinuation. That to me comes from a place where it's like, you let me down, now fuck your feelings. I also feel like that's one of those things where when you go there, you know there's no fixing it. There's no repair that's going to be done there because you don't bring up the dead, period. When you start bringing up the dead to rub it in people's face, the face that you rubbed it in, they can't forget that. They can't forgive that. At least I don't see it. This thing has just escalated to a whole nother level. I don't think they're going to be shooting at each other or none of that. But the insinuations are there, Holmes. The insinuations are, like the youngsters say, Chito, you didn't slide for your boy. You didn't slide for your brother. You made songs, but you didn't slide. You're still out here on the streets. You're living comfortably. And Jalisco's not. Jalisco hopefully is in heaven, but he's not here and you didn't do anything to run it back. That's what I'm getting out of what Swifty said. And he's saying that because you didn't do that, Jalisco's family are not going to want you around. I don't know if that would be true. What if the mom really does love Chito like a son? You think she's going to want to see him incarcerated or dead and lose them both? I don't know. But Swifty, you just got out, man. You've been getting a buzz lately. I'm one of the ones that didn't know that you could rap as good as you rap. And I think there's a lot of people that are like that because we do lives and we play your music. And people are like, damn, who's this? That shit goes hard. And then if you get caught up in these extracurriculars, you don't know how the other person is going to react. You don't know how people around the other person are going to want to react when you shoot these subliminals. When you poke these people in the sorest spot possible. Another thing that tripped me out is social media is something else, man. You know, like I looked at the video and I heard his words and then I was like, okay, cool. I paused it and then I went in the comments. Right away, the Northerners from SAC were like, neither one of you guys are gonna be pulling up, cut it out, which is to be expected. You know, they're in their backyard. They really have a thing against Chito Ranas, and with Swifty being from down south and affiliated with them at one time or another, they might feel a certain way. I don't know. So that was to be expected. But then I saw a comment and it said, why you got all them red marks on your face? So I rushed right back to the picture and I did see some red marks on his face. And this is the thing, man. Did Swifty get into some shit in the county? Possibly. I don't know. Maybe. But there was just so much hate in that post. There was so much hate directed at Swifty. You know, all these keyboard warriors talking all the masa in the world, man. They do that, and it's a trip. And I get it. You know, Swifty kind of like invites the hate because he knows it's just clout. It's just talk. But you always got to keep in mind, man, that there are some people who are mentally unstable. I do. I always keep in mind the mentally unstable ones. Those are the ones that lose touch with reality and then think that you and him really have a beef. That you and him really have pedo. And it's really that serious. And you don't even know. Because you never directed anything to that crazy motherfucker. Oh, but he interpreted it as everything you say, everything you post is actually about him. That's the scary part of social media. It's something we can't control. But I'm rooting for you, Swifty. I'm rooting for you, Chito. You guys both have talent. You guys are two of the best rappers out there as far as the raza. And hopefully you're not going to waste it going back and forth on diss tracks to each other that only a handful of people are going to really tune in on. Put out that music that's going to invite other ethnicities, other people, other regions. That's how you're going to get your bag, man. Put on the earmuffs. Ignore the haters. Grind. Make that money. Create a better future for yourself, homies. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.